Do you know why Mother Teresa is one of the most recognizable religious figures in history? Do you know why her face can be seen on calendars, magazines, posters, statues, and even postage stamps all over the world? Why are there thousands of books, documentaries, articles, and movies made about her? In this lesson, we're going to find out. So if you want to know more about this legendary woman, make sure to watch the whole video till the end, and don't forget to hit the like button before you leave, or I will get very upset. You wouldn't want me to get upset now, would you? Well, then, let's begin. Mother Teresa was born Agnes Gangsha Boyaksu in Skopje, which at that time was part of the Ottoman Empire, but today it's the capital of North Macedonia. She was born into an ethnic Albanian family. When she was just 8 years old, she joined the Sisters of Our Lady of Loreto, a Catholic congregation based in Ireland, with the goal of becoming a missionary. After taking her final vows in 1931, she took the name Sister Mary Teresa. In 1937, she arrived in India and taught geography and history at the prestigious all-girls school in Calcutta, now Calcutta, where she earned the respect and admiration of both students and colleagues. However, her life took a different direction during the Second World War, when she noticed how badly the poor and sick people were being treated around her. This experience led her to develop a deep compassion for the poorest of the poor, as she called them. On September 10, 1946, Teresa experienced what she referred to as the call within a call. While praying in a small town, she heard a voice that told her to give up her comfortable life as a missionary and instead devote herself to serving the poorest of the poor in Calcutta. After seeking guidance from her religious superiors, she responded to the call by resigning from her teaching position on August 17, 1947. Teresa began her mission by visiting the slums and trying to understand the living conditions of the people there. With the help of a few friends and supporters, she started offering basic services like healthcare and food to those in need. As word spread about her work, more and more people came to her aid, enabling her to expand her ministry and make a greater impact. On October 7, 1950, Teresa officially established the Missionaries of Charity in Calcutta. The organization's primary purpose was to provide shelter and care for the abandoned, sick, and dying, particularly those suffering from leprosy. Since then, the Missionaries of Charity has grown into a large international charity organization operating in more than 130 countries worldwide. It has more than 4,500 members, including sisters, priests, and lay people dedicated to serving the poorest and sickest people around the world. The organization's work includes running homes for the dying, soup kitchens for the hungry, schools for the children of slum dwellers, medical clinics for the sick, and rehabilitation centers for those suffering from leprosy. Teresa's humanitarian work quickly gained recognition, and she received numerous awards and honors throughout her lifetime. In 1962, she was awarded the Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award in India. And in 1969, she was awarded the Ramon Magsaysay Award, often referred to as the Asian Nobel. Despite these honors, Teresa remained humble and continued her work serving the poorest of the poor until her death on September 5, 1997. She was 87 years old. The news of her passing sent shockwaves around the world, and millions of people mourned the loss of this extraordinary woman who had dedicated her life to helping others. The reaction to Mother Teresa's death in India was one of national mourning. Government offices were closed on the day of her funeral, and a 2-minute silence was observed across the country, paid tribute to her, praising her for her selfless service to humanity. The Indian government declared her a national icon, and her legacy continues to inspire people across the nation to this day. Outside India, the news of Mother Teresa's death was met with similar sorrow and admiration. World leaders, celebrities, and ordinary citizens alike expressed their condolences and celebrated her life of service. The United Nations declared a minute of silence in her honor, and flags were flown at half-mast at the United Nations headquarters in New York. Many countries issued special postage stamps to commemorate her life and work, and memorials were held in her honor around the world. One of the most significant tributes to Mother Teresa came from the Nobel Committee. In 1979, she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her work in bringing peace and understanding among different religions and cultures. Through her acts of kindness and compassion, the committee recognized her efforts in providing food, clothing, and shelter to the poorest and sickest people in India, and her dedication to promoting peace and harmony among different religious communities. This made her the first person of Indian origin to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. However, despite all the love and appreciation she received throughout her life, Mother Teresa faced her share of criticism as well. Some of her detractors argued that the care provided in her facilities was inadequate, and that the conditions in which the patients were kept were inhumane. They claimed that the level of medical care provided to patients in her facilities was not up to standard, and that many patients died due to a lack of proper treatment. Additionally, critics argued that the living conditions in her facilities were often overcrowded and unsanitary, which contributed to the spread of disease and illness among the patients. Furthermore, some have accused Mother Teresa of exploiting the suffering of the poor for personal gain, and using her fame and fortune to control and manipulate those she claimed to be helping. They argue that rather than genuinely alleviating the suffering of the poor, she used their poverty and desperation to maintain her own power and influence. Despite these criticisms, Mother Teresa's supporters argue that she provided a valuable service to the poorest and sickest people in India, and that her work had a positive impact on their lives. They point to the thousands of people who have benefited from the missionaries and honors she received throughout her lifetime as evidence of her compassion and effectiveness. One of the most controversial aspects of Mother Teresa's ministry was her staunch opposition to abortion. She believed that life began at conception and that abortion was therefore morally equivalent to murder. She also spoke out against contraception, which she saw as a form of birth control and a means of preventing unwanted pregnancies. Her views on abortion and contraception were particularly controversial in India, where abortion is a common practice and contraception is widely available. Many people criticized her for imposing her religious beliefs on others and for attempting to control women's reproductive rights. Another source of controversy surrounding Mother Teresa was her defense of a priest named Father Chander, who was accused of molesting students at a school run by the Missionaries of Charity. Despite numerous allegations and a police investigation, Mother Teresa publicly defended Father Chander, claiming that the accusations were false and part of a campaign to defame her organization. This defense led to further accusations that Mother Teresa was more concerned with protecting the reputation of her ministry than with ensuring the safety and well-being of the children in her care. Critics also argued that by defending Father Chander, Mother Teresa was sending a message that her organization was not committed to creating a safe environment for children. This controversy highlights the complexities of Mother Teresa's legacy and the challenges of evaluating the actions and beliefs of public figures. While she is widely admired for her work with the poor and sick, her views on controversial topics such as abortion and her defense of a priest accused of child molestation have generated significant criticism and debate. Despite the controversies, Mother Teresa's legacy as a humanitarian and champion of the poor and sick remains strong. Her life and work continue to inspire people around the world to strive for a more compassionate and equitable world. Now let's talk about her spiritual life. Mother Teresa was canonized as a saint in the Roman Catholic Church on September 4, 2016, 4 years after her death. Her canonization followed a miracle attributed to her intercession, which was the recovery of a sick woman in India in 2008. The woman, Monica Besra, had been suffering from a severe abdominal ailment and was near death when she prayed to Mother Teresa for help. Miraculously, Besra recovered and attributed her recovery to Mother Teresa's intervention. This event was investigated and approved by the Vatican, leading to Mother Teresa being beatified on October 19, 2003. After her beatification, reports of other miracles attributed to her intercession began to surface, including the healing of a Brazilian man with multiple sclerosis. After verifying these accounts, the Vatican announced the second miracle attributed to Mother Teresa in July 2015, clearing the way for her canonization. This second miracle involved the healing of a staff member at a Missionaries of Charity home in Brazil, who had been suffering from a serious brain infection. During her canonization ceremony, Pope Francis praised Mother Teresa for her unwavering commitment to serving the poorest and sickest people in India and around the world. He described her as a woman of deep faith and compassion who exemplified the teachings of Jesus Christ. Today, Mother Teresa is known as the co-patron of the Calcutta Archdiocese. She is remembered for her selflessness, compassion, and unwavering dedication to serving the less fortunate. Her legacy continues to inspire people of all faiths and backgrounds to strive for a better world and to care for those in need. There have been numerous attempts to depict Mother Teresa's life and work in various forms of popular culture, including film and literature. One of the most notable portrayals of Mother Teresa was in the 1997 film Mother Teresa, starring actress Geraldine Chaplin. The film chronicled Mother Teresa's early life, her call to serve the poor, and her establishment of the Missionaries of Charity. Another film that featured Mother Teresa was the 2003 movie The Magdalene Sisters, directed by Peter Mullen. The film depicted the harsh realities faced by women who were sent to a Magdalene asylum in Ireland, where they were forced to work as unpaid laborers and were subjected to abuse and mistreatment. Mother Teresa's work in providing shelter and care for abandoned women and children was highlighted as a beacon of hope in an otherwise bleak and oppressive environment. In addition to films, several books have been written about Mother Teresa's life and work. One of the most comprehensive biographies of Mother Teresa was Mother Teresa, the authorized biography by author and journalist Paul Kinger. The book provides an in-depth look at Mother Teresa's early life, her time in India, and her global humanitarian work. Another book that offers a unique perspective on Mother Teresa's life is Mother Teresa, A Life in Pictures by photographer Ruth Paul. The book features a collection of photographs that capture Mother Teresa's work with the poor and sick in India, as well as her interactions with world leaders and celebrities. In recent years, several documentaries have been produced about Mother Teresa's life and legacy. One of the most notable documentaries is Mother Teresa, No Greater Love, produced by the Missionaries of Charity. The documentary features interviews with people who knew Mother Teresa personally, as well as archival footage of her work in India. Another documentary that offers a critical perspective on Mother Teresa's life and work is Mother Teresa in the Crossfire, produced by the BBC. The documentary explores the controversies surrounding Mother Teresa, including her views on abortion and her response to the HIV/AIDS epidemic in India. Aside from documentaries and books, plays and musicals have also been produced about Mother Teresa's life. One such production is the musical The Beatitudes, which tells the story of Mother Teresa's early life and her journey to India. Another play that has been performed around the world is The Life and Times of Mother Teresa, a one-woman show written and performed by actress and playwright Sabrina Denison. These are just a few examples of the many attempts to depict Mother Teresa's life and work in popular culture, from films and literature to documentaries and theater. Mother Teresa's story continues to captivate and inspire people around the world. And finally, let's look at the dates related to Mother Teresa. September 26, 1910. Mother Teresa was born Agnes Gongsha Boyaksi in Skopje, Ottoman Empire, now the capital of North Macedonia. August 17, 1947. Teresa resigned from her position as a missionary to dedicate herself to serving the poor in Calcutta, India. October 7, 1950. Mother Teresa officially founded the Missionaries of Charity in Calcutta. September 1959. Mother Teresa opened the first home for the dying in Calcutta, which became known as the Home for the Dying Destitutes. September 1965. Mother Teresa and the Missionaries of Charity opened a home for leprosy patients in the Indian state of West Bengal. 1969. Mother Teresa received the Ramon Magsays Award, often referred to as the Asian Nobel. 1979. Mother Teresa was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her work in bringing peace and understanding among different religions and cultures. September 5, 1997. Mother Teresa passed away at the age of 87 in Calcutta, India. October 19, 2003. Mother Teresa was beatified, meaning she was declared blessed by Pope John Paul II. September 4, 2022. Mother Teresa was canonized as a saint in the Roman Catholic Church. That's all for today. If you liked the video, please press the like button below the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this lesson. If you have any questions about it, leave a comment below. If you want to become fluent in English faster, learn new words easily, and speak English fluently, start following us on social media. The links are provided below. See you in the next lesson.